fantasy owners? This is Sean, the fantasy ace in the cowboy hat, because I can't forget about Texas last week. Bringing you the latest tips, tricks, and tools you need to dominate your fantasy leagues and contests. And this week we are talking about Phoenix International Raceway. Phoenix is a 1 mile oval that's gonna end up becoming a pretty important race, especially for chase drivers. And as such, it should be very important that you contain at least one driver from the chase in your lineups this week. Another thing to watch out for in Phoenix is the possibility of a fuel mileage race happening this week. As such, be careful with your picks. And speaking of picks, here are my 5 picks this week for Phoenix. When it comes to Phoenix, 2 drivers will immediately come to mind in the minds of most fantasy owners. The first of these names is Jimmie Johnson. Last week's Texas winner starts in the pole position of first. He also has an average finish of 7.8 with 14 top 5 finishes. He also looks to have a very fast car this weekend, as he was the fastest in first practice. And if that pole position wasn't enough indication, look for him to end up doing really well this week and being one of the essential picks for your lineup. The other big name when it comes to Phoenix is Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick starts all the way in the 8th position, and this is one of his best tracks, as he's a 7-time winner here, including 4 of the last Phoenix races. He even has a pretty fast car by being the 6th fastest in first practice. So look for him to be one of the absolute best picks for your lineups this week, and that is definitely a pick I like. Apart from Johnson and Harvick, fantasy owners should also take a look at Erik Jones. Erik Jones starts in the 7th position, and he's riding with Matt Kenseth's car and team, and they have a very good history of racing well at Phoenix. He also has a pretty good history in the Xfinity Series, with his past 2 starts finishing in the 5th and 6th position. Look for him to be a real nice under-the-radar pick that's going to serve you well. Next, we have 2 low-value picks this week at Phoenix, and the first of these is Erik Almirola. And that is because he consistently finishes in the top 20 at this track, and he's also riding a streak of 7 top 20 finishes in a row at Phoenix. That is the definition of a safe pick, and you want to have a guy like that this week. So Almirola is a pick I really like. The other low-value pick of this week is Allmendinger. He starts in the 23rd position, and he also has been very productive at Phoenix before, with an average finish of 16.7 and finishing within the top 20 in his previous 2 starts at Phoenix. This showcases that for his value, he is going to be a good, solid pick, and I like that about him. This has been the weekly DFS NASCAR report, starring me, Sean, the fantasy ace with the cowboy hat. Yeehaw! And if you guys want to talk more NASCAR with me, be sure to follow me on Twitter at SeanMan247. I thank you all so very much for watching this, and good luck!